If you are a middle-aged or an older guy looking for a yoga routine that might make more sense for you to help you with better sleep, this is it. 10 minutes, we're going to focus on releasing tension in your shoulders and your neck, which is where most guys store a lot of stress. We're also going to be working on your breathing so that you can feel more relaxed, and at the same time stretching your hips and your lower back to release any tension there. Just 10 minutes, but by the end of this, you're going to be feeling a lot better and a lot more ready for sleep. We're going to be using a strap, a knee pad, and a yoga mat in this routine, but if you don't have that, you should be fine. We're going to get started with a standing side bend. So I want you to stand with your feet about hip width distant apart, and this is more of a relaxed standing side bend. The focus here is on releasing tension, not so much on core strength. Go ahead and bend your knees loosely, relax your shoulders, take a deep breath in, and then bring your arms overhead. You're going to grip your left wrist with your right hand, take a deep breath in, and then lean up and over toward the right. And don't go so far that your core really starts to work super hard. We want to do this in a way where it feels pretty relaxed. So yes, feeling some pretty nice stretching, maybe a little intense opening through the shoulders, but this is what's going to help with opening up the rib cage to help with breathing. If you notice that it's too difficult to grip your hand like this, you can use a strap, and you can hold the strap overhead about shoulder width distant, and that'll make it just a little bit easier if you're tired through the shoulders. Take a couple more breaths here, and remember we're trying to wind down, so slow controlled breathing in and out of your nose. And then bring it back to the middle. If you want to take a little break, go ahead and relax your arms. And then when you're ready, arms back up. Again, you can do hand to wrist, or you can hold the strap if you're not as flexible through the shoulders. Both will target the same areas. Deep breath in, and then up and over toward the left. And again, just go as far as you need to feel stretching through the right rib cage area. You don't need to go super far into this. It shouldn't feel like an intense core workout. This is more about stretching the shoulders, opening up the rib cage. It can also help to squeeze your arms back a little bit for a little more opening. Remember to use your breathing. This is not only going to help with the flexibility and the stretching, but this also helps you stay more calm. So deep breaths in and out of the nose. A couple more breaths here. As you inhale, you're lengthening your body, getting a little bit taller. As you exhale, leaning a little bit further into it. Go ahead and come back to the middle and release. From here, we're going to go into a low lunge with eagle arms. So hold the strap for me, especially if you're tight through the shoulders. We're going to go right leg forward, left leg back. I like using a knee pad. If you don't have a knee pad, you can use a pillow or a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. Just a little bit of padding for the knee makes this a lot more comfortable. Allow your hips to ease forward into this low lunge. So the right knee is going to poke forward. Hips are going to sink forward just as far as your hips allow for a gentle stretch through the front of your left hip. From here, we're going to bring right arm under left arm. So without the strap, that looks like going right under left, and then interlacing your fingers if you can, like so. Bringing the elbows up and away. If you're like most guys and have trouble with that, hold a strap in your left hand, bring the right arm under, and then use that to grip the strap. And this is going to allow you to do this even if you don't have a ton of shoulder flexibility. Try to relax your shoulders, and then bring your elbows up and away from your body. As you inhale, breathe into your back. What do I mean by that? Use the inhale to expand through your upper back. And that's the target area of this stretch. If you can do that, you'll notice more tension relief through the shoulders. And if it feels kind of tense right now, it's going to feel a lot better when it's finished. And that's kind of the whole point of this yoga routine. Yes, it'll feel somewhat good when you're doing it, but it'll feel really good when you're finished. Last breath here. And then go ahead and release. Okay, we're going to move into the other side now. So right leg forward, left leg back. Once again, let's start with the lower body. So as you exhale, allow your hips to sink forward. Left knee presses forward, hips press forward. Your lower back should be pretty relaxed here. You shouldn't be pressing it so far forward that the lower back is really tense. So just going as deep as gravity allows. Remember, not setting flexibility levels right now, but just getting a nice relaxing stretch. And then if you want to do that same strap stretch again, you're going to hold the strap in your right arm, bring your left arm under, and then grab the strap with your left hand. Bring your elbows up and away from your body. If you don't need the strap, you can grab fingers to thumb or even interlace the fingers. That's tough for a lot of guys, but once again, if it's okay, then you can do that. I prefer the thumb to finger method, but I've also been doing this for a long time, so I've been able to work on my flexibility. Relax your chin. Relax your shoulders. Breathe in and out of the nose. If this feels difficult to put all these concepts together, the breathing, the technique, that's because it is. So you remember, you just have to be consistent with this and then it gets easier. But the cool thing is that the results don't take as long as it takes to learn all of it. Just be consistent, and within your first couple of weeks, you'll notice your body feeling a lot better. Take one more breath here. Exhale, release. Go ahead and unwind your arms. Shake that out. Hey guys, 2 more poses to go here. I just want to let you know, if you like this workout and you want to be more consistent with yoga for men, I've got a free 30-day Manful Yoga Challenge. Check that out in the link in the description when this is finished. And then from here, we're going to grab the strap. We're going to stand up. We're going into a shoulder stretch for your chest as well. You're going to hold the strap behind your back. Hold it at about hip width distant. Work on bringing your elbows toward one another, so you will feel active through your upper back as you do this. And then extend your arms down. Lift them away from your body. Breathe in and out of your nose. And here we want to think about kind of making the chest big. So if you can think about pressing the arms down and then bringing them further away from the back. So arms press down so the shoulders come down, and then squeezing the arms away from the back and kind of puff out your chest here. And as you inhale, breathe into your chest. So use the breath to make your chest even bigger. And that's going to help us with opening up the chest area here. So I talked about this routine as a way to work on your breathing. This is a good stretch to work on the rib cage muscles, right? A lot of the intercostal muscles. So that breathing just feels easier. You'll be able to take a deeper breath more naturally without thinking about it. And if you spend a lot of your time kind of hunched over on a phone or working at a desk or just, inactive during the day, this is a really good pose to counter that. We're going to spend 2 more breaths here. It should feel a little intense, but not super intense, right? So remember the intention of the workout. Our goal here is winding down stress relief. So if it feels too intense, don't go as deep into it. And if you do want a little bit more, then squeeze the arms further away and open up more through the chest. All right, and then release. Whew. Okay, shake the arms out. From here, we're going to go into our final stretch. This is a wide-legged forward fold. So you're going to stand facing the long edge of the mat if you have a yoga mat. If you don't have one, it's totally fine. I would recommend practicing on a harder surface, though. You don't want a super spongy or a super cushioned surface. So push into the outer edges of the feet, so you should see a bit of a shadow between the arch of your foot and the ground. We're going to bend the knees because most guys tight through the hamstrings, so we're going to modify. Make sure you don't hurt your back. And then slowly forward fold here, basically bringing your chest parallel to the ground. And you're going to bend your knees as much as you need to allow for that. So if you look at yourself sideways in a mirror, you should see a flat back mostly. And that'll take some time. And you can also bend your knees to make that easier. If you have a yoga block, you can bring your hands to the block to kind of lift the ground up and away, so you have a bit more support there. And if you don't have it, again, you can also bend the knees. I know a lot of you guys travel to do these workouts, so be creative with your hotel room sometimes, right? You can use a wastebasket, flip that upside down, or an ice bucket as a yoga block. You could also use a coffee table as a yoga block. So don't let traveling prevent you from doing this. All right. I want you to really focus on the breath for the next 30 seconds. Relax your head and neck, your shoulders. Feel that stretch through the insides and the backs of your thighs, inner thighs and adductors. Let your head release if that feels okay. Slow, controlled breathing in and out of the nose. Last exhale here. All right. Go ahead and take it down into a seated or a relaxed position. And if you want to add in some other stretches here, this is a great time for that. If you want to lay down on your back and do a corpse pose, also a great time for that. If you enjoyed this routine, be sure to hit the like button. If you want to leave a comment, tell me how this was helpful for you. And then subscribe so you don't miss out on future workouts. We've got a whole nother Better Sleep series that is part here on the Manful Yoga YouTube channel. So subscribe, don't miss out on that. All right, guys, thanks for being here. If you want to check out another sleep routine, go ahead and click over here above my shoulder right now. Get straight to it. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next workout.